to be something that we're not and what we should be. What we should do is come back to the truth of the Bible, the truth of your identity, and then turn your back on these oppressors who destroy your family.
They've been lying to you.
Lord, we take it from this oppressor. Keep going.
And that cover what they covered.
We cover ourselves with Christianity. We cover ourselves with what? Islam. We cover ourselves with trying to be a Buddhist. We cover ourselves and think we're Americans. You are absolutely not American, black man. Right. You are absolutely not American, Latino man. You are absolutely not American, Native American man. You are a child of God. You are one of the 12 tribes of Israel. Read it again.
Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me.
Go ahead.
And that cover what they covered, but not of my spirit.
We don't have the Lord's Spirit. If we had the Lord's Spirit, we would understand that we have an obligation to each other. If we have the Lord's Spirit, we would understand that our heritage and our culture is this Bible. We would understand that there's a truth that flows through the Bible. It doesn't matter whether it's Old Testament, New Testament, all of it's law. Read it again.
Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover what they cover, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin.
This oppressor gets us to add sin to sin. Let me give you an example, right? Let me give you an example. We have no business celebrating Thanksgiving. But not only do we do that, then we put the most disgusting things to eat on the table. We want to eat ham and shrimp and crab and pork and lobster. None of that has anything to do with the Lord. We are not supposed to eat it. Damn it, it's not food. But guess what? We add sin to sin. We don't know how to have some discipline, how to actually have some self-discipline and make sure that we're following the law, statutes, and commandments in the Bible. You want to know how to do it? You want to learn how to do it? Come get a flyer. Get in class. Because understand this, the only place you're going to find men and women following the law, statutes, and commandments and serving the Lord is in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge under Commander General Yahanna. Right. Read it again.
Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me.
We take counsel, but not of the Lord. We take counsel in everything else. You want to know how to get the right guidance. You want to know how to get the right advice. You want to know the rank and order you should be under is in the ISUPK. Keep going.
And that cover what they covered, but not of my spirit.
Go ahead.
That they may add sin to sin.
They may add sin to sin. I'll give you another. One. The Christian church tells our people it doesn't matter. You can do whatever you want. Whatever makes you feel good. As long as you follow the 10 commandments. There are over 600 laws, statutes, and commandments in the Bible. And black man, Latino man, Native American man, you're responsible for every one that applies to you. That's the truth. But your Christian pastor lies to you every damn week. Go ahead.
Verse 2. That walk to go down into Egypt.
That walk to go down into Egypt. This is referencing the 12 tribes of Israel. This is referencing Egypt in the Bible, the Exodus. This is referencing when we as a nation, 70 souls, went down into Egypt. Read it again. Yeah.
That walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth.
We went down into Egypt because we thought it was better. We went down into Egypt because there was a famine in the land and we thought that was a better place to be. But the Lord said we didn't do that of his permission. Read it again.
That walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth.
We did not ask the Lord. And that's the same thing. That's the same thing that happened. That's the same thing that happened with us in America. We didn't ask the Lord whether we should join with this oppressor. We thought it would be better. We thought it would be better to join with the very nation that destroyed us, enslaved us, lynched us, murdered us, did every atrocity on the planet, and we thought it would be better to join with him. Read it again.
That walked to go down into Egypt, and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh.
We wanted to strengthen ourselves in the strength of Pharaoh. That's why we joined this oppressor here, because we thought it would be better. We want to do what? Get inside of politics and try to change it from within. That's absolute nonsense. That doesn't make sense. That's not how you actually improve communities for blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. That has nothing to do with God. We thought it would be better, so then we abandoned our culture. We abandoned our brothers and sisters. We said, you know what? We would rather be Americans than be black. We would rather be Americans than be the 12 tribes of Israel. That is an absolute lie. That's nonsense. Keep going.
Strength of Pharaoh and to trust in the shadow of Egypt.
We trust in the shadow of America. We were trusting in the shadow of Egypt before, but now we trust in the shadow of America. We want to put that label on and say, I'm an African American, I'm a foundational black American. All of these terms, they got nothing to do with your identity. It doesn't tell you who you are. It doesn't tell you your heritage or your culture. We want to be something that we're not, and what we should be. What we should do is come back to the truth of the Bible, the truth of your identity, and then turn your back on these oppressors who destroy your family every day. Keep going.
Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame.
The strength of Pharaoh shall be your shame. Understand this. Understand this. This LGBTQ, this alternative lifestyle that is wrecking our family and our communities, that's something that we got from the oppressors. They are natural sexual deviants, but that's not who we are. That's not who we are. Read it again.
Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame.
That is a shame. When you see a black man who's supposed to be masculine and militant, like these brothers up here, walking around switching like some female, that is a shame. When you go into the black community and see how destroyed it is because we want to sell drugs to our people, that's a shame. But all of these things we got from the white man. All of these things we got from this oppressor because that's who he is. Keep going.
And entrust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion.
And we entrust in the shadow of Egypt. A shadow, if you think about it, right? A shadow doesn't mean you're in the building. If I got a shadow and the sun is behind the building, I'm not in the building. I'm just in the shadow of the building. That means I'm not really there. I'm not really part of that thing. But that's what we want to do. Our sisters want to travel the globe. They want to be globetrotters, boys. Brothers want to be what? Passport boys. Thinking they going all around the world claiming to be an American. Wanting to trust in the shadow of America. You're not American. You're not American. If you were, there would be no Tamir Rice. If you were, there would be no Philando Castile. If you were, there would be no Alton Stern. If you were, there would be no Sandra Bland. We are not Americans. We are the 12 tribes of Israel.
That's right.
Keep going.
Verse 4.
So I can take me to Mark chapter 3, verse 23. Mark 3 and 23. This kingdom is going to be destroyed. This kingdom is going to fall. Christ said it. We about to pull it right now. This kingdom is going to be destroyed. Black man, Native American man, Latino man, you have to remove yourself. You have to separate yourself from this wicked kingdom. You have to come back to your heritage, to your laws, to the statutes and commandments that the Lord gave you. That's the only way we are going to actually join together the way we're supposed to. As long as we keep following behind this wicked oppressor, we will stay divided. That's his whole point, to keep us divided while he unites in the one thing that he enjoys the most, which is our destruction. Go ahead.
This is the book of Mark chapter 3 and verse 23. And he called them unto him and said unto them in parables.
This is Christ. This is Christ speaking to the disciples. He spoke in parables on purpose because he didn't want everyone to get it. Understand, if you are along with this oppressor too much, this is going to sound crazy. It's going to sound, you're not going to understand it. And guess what? Maybe it ain't for you. But black man, black woman, Latino, Native American man and woman, if you hear it, if it makes a little bit of sense, come get a fly. Come get a fly. Keep going.
How can Satan cast out Satan?
How can Satan cast out Satan? How is it that you want to improve your neighborhood by being part of politics? How is it that you think you can get inside a system and somehow change it? You can't, because what?
How can Satan cast out Satan?
But I'm going to be a congressperson. What?
How can Satan cast out Satan?
But I'm going to be a police officer. What?
How can Satan cast out Satan?
I'm going to be an ICE agent to try to make it better. What?
How can Satan cast out Satan?
Keep going.
And if the kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand.
If a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. Understand, America is absolutely divided. Republicans hate Democrats. If you ask any Democrat out here, especially an oppressor, does he love Donald Trump, he's going to tell you no. He's going to say absolutely not. Ask some Republican, does he love Joe Biden? He's going to tell you no, because they hate each other. They don't love each other because they're what?
How can Satan cast out Satan? And if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand.
If a kingdom is divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. You have half the country every, 2 to 4 years voting for one person or the other, and supposedly they don't agree with anything except one thing. They agree with keeping blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans on the bottom. They agree with keeping us oppressed. That's the only thing they come together about. Keep going.
And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand.
If a house is divided against itself, it can't stand. Guess what's going to happen to America? It's going to fall in thermonuclear World War III destruction. It's coming. It's a matter of time. You need to separate yourself. You need to separate yourself and get in the ISUPK under command of General Yohanna. Give me Zechariah 11:5. Give me Zechariah 11:5. You need to separate yourself because this country doesn't care about you. This country doesn't care about you. Your Christian pastor doesn't care about you. No one cares for blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans except commanding General Yohanna. He cares for He cares for you, black man. That's why he sends us out here to wake our people up, because he cares for you. But your Christian pastor doesn't. Your Christian pastor doesn't. Your politicians don't. No one cares for our people. No one actually tries to give our people the power that they lack so much. That only comes from following the law. That only comes from following the law, statutes, and commandments. That only comes from coming back to the Lord and understanding how to properly serve God. Ain't nobody serving God in that Christian church. They're doing the exact opposite. You got it? Go ahead.
This is the book of Zechariah, chapter 11 and verse 5. Whose possessors slay them?
Whose possessors slay them? Understand this too, black man. We're in captivity in America. Ain't nobody free over here. Ain't nobody free in America. Ain't nobody free. Ain't nobody black, Latino, or Native American actually free in America. If there was, how would there be an ICE agent? How would there be the rounding up of blacks and Latinos? How is that possible? You can go all the way back to the Repatriation Act in 1920, 1930. They had given the Mexicans, the Israelites, actual citizenship, and it snatched it back. It's the same thing they're doing now. Ain't nobody got no citizenship here. Keep going.
And hold themselves not guilty.
They hold themselves not guilty, like I said.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West. They're one West. They're one West. They're one